Your nightstand doesn't look messy, it looks revealing. A thriller half-read, a self-help book with sticky notes, a fantasy novel open mid-chapter, a romance folded at the corner. Every night you promise yourself you'll pick one, and every night you don't. People say you're unfocused, scattered, undisciplined, but here's the truth no one tells you. If you read multiple books at once, your brain isn't broken, it's patterned. And that pattern says a lot about how you think. Most people assume good readers finish one book before starting another. So if you're juggling 3, 4, sometimes 5, you start wondering, is something wrong with me? No, your reading behavior isn't random, it's psychological. Let's break down the 4 types of people who read several books at once and what's actually happening in their minds. Type 1, the mood matcher. For this person, books aren't just stories, they're emotional tools. A stressful day, you reach for fantasy. Feeling ambitious? Self-help. Emotionally heavy night? Romance or poetry. You don't choose books based on what you started, you choose them based on how you feel right now. Psychologists call this affect regulation through narrative. In simple terms, your brain knows different stories regulate different emotions. Switching books isn't distraction, it's emotional intelligence. You've learned something most people haven't. Forcing the wrong book in the wrong mood kills the joy of reading entirely. So you keep options open, not because you lack commitment, but because your emotions shift and your reading adapts with them. Type 2, the attention fragmenter. This one gets misunderstood the most. You don't abandon books because you're bored, you abandon them because your brain craves variety. Reading the same narrative every night feels repetitive, monotonous, draining. But having 3 or 4 options, that keeps your mind alive. Psychologists link this to stimulation-seeking patterns and ADHD traits. Your brain needs novelty to stay engaged. One book can't deliver that every night. Multiple books create a rotation that maintains focus. And no, you don't mix up plots or characters. Your mind actually thrives on tracking parallel narratives. It's not chaos, it's cognitive wiring. Type 3, the commitment avoider. This one is quieter and deeper. You don't struggle to read books, you struggle to finish them, not because you dislike them, but because endings mean closure, and closure means facing the question, what now? Psychologists call this completion anxiety. The middle of a book feels safe, possibility still exists, the magic isn't over yet, so you start new books before finishing old ones. That way, nothing truly ends. You live in perpetual beginnings, collecting unfinished stories like emotional safety nets. For you, multiple books aren't about variety, they're about avoiding the discomfort of closing chapters, both on the page and in life. Type 4, the genre hopper. This reader reads for different reasons, not different moods. Fiction for escape, nonfiction for growth, poetry for beauty, memoir for connection. One book can't feed everything. Psychologists link this to diversified intellectual satisfaction. Your brain doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Only fiction feels unbalanced. Only nonfiction feels heavy. So you curate. A chapter of fantasy, then something real, then something beautiful. To others, it looks scattered. To you, it's intentional. You're not reading randomly, you're designing a reading experience that nourishes your whole self. The big reframe. Here's what all 4 types have in common. They're not failing at reading, they're redefining it. The mood matcher reads emotionally, the attention fragmenter reads actively, the commitment avoider reads safely, the genre hopper reads holistically. None of them are wrong, they just refuse to follow a rule that never worked for them. So ask yourself this, does finishing one book at a time make you a better reader? Or does reading in a way that fits your brain make reading richer? Maybe juggling 5 books isn't distraction, maybe it's understanding that reading isn't a race, it's a relationship. So which one are you? Drop a comment and tell us how many books you're reading right now. And if this changed how you see yourself, hit subscribe. Because in the next video, we're going deeper. Psychology experts reveal big personality secrets that explain far more than just how you read. You won't want to miss it.